Hi guys, Karen here with my next tutorial. You can find me on Instagram under @iPadLettering, and my website is iPadLettering.com, where you can find all the brushes that I'm going to show you today. Alright, so today's tutorial is going to be all about iPad journaling, which I'm very excited about. I've started this about 6 months ago when I got my iPad Pro, and I find it really useful to only use my iPad instead of a paper journal, because I always have my iPad with me and there is unlimited pages and possibilities how to keep a journal. I've tried a few different layouts, and the one that I'm going to show you today is the one that I've been using for the last probably 2 months. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to show you one of the pages that I've made for myself, just to see what the finished page looks like. So I'm going to load that up, and you can see here I like to have a weekly layout, but of course it's up to you how you would like to lay out your journal. And I like to have my diary, which has got all my appointments, and then to-do list here, my training log, and I also like to track my water intake, my sleep, and then I've got a little section here for notes. Alright, let's see how we can do this. So we're going to go back to gallery, we're going to create a new canvas. Now with the canvas size, I like to use a really big canvas, just so that the resolution is going to be quite high, and I'm going to choose 4096 pixels width and 3072 pixels height, which will give me a maximum of 38 layers. Depending on the iPad you have, you might not get as many layers. If that's the case, then you might need to reduce the width and the height of your canvas a little bit. I recommend that you have at least 20 layers to work with. On the iPad Pro, it's not a problem because it's got a big processor and it can handle the big file sizes quite easily. And also, while I'm talking about this, I want to say that for this particular exercise, you don't actually need an iPad Pro and an Apple Pencil. This works with just a normal iPad. Any iPad that supports Procreate is going to work with this, and you can actually just use your fingers for creating the little layouts yourself. Alright, let's create a new canvas, and first thing we're going to do is import the template. Okay, so we're going to go import image, and then I've stored the template in my Dropbox, so I'm going to load it from Dropbox, locations, Dropbox, and then here's my template. Okay, and I'm downloading it, and here it is. Now I'm going to just move it down ever so slightly so I have a little bit more room at the top, like this. Okay. Now, if you look at the layers we have, you can see there's the background, and then there is the layer with the template. And what I like to do is actually not write on the same layer as the template, so I always create new layers. So I'm just going to create a few that we have them, and then create every object on its individual layer so that I can move things around quite easily. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is create my little week number here. So I'm going to choose my calendar icon like this, and I'm going to just put it there. Alright, now because we've created the new layer, it's quite easy to move these icons around like so, and I want to have it around about here. Cool, and then I'm going to choose a new layer, and I just want to, give it a bit of color. Actually, I'm going to move the layer behind my icon, and you'll see in a second why. And it's going to be a little pink background. So now I'm just going to choose one of the painting brushes, and actually one of the artistic brushes, and this watercolor brush here is going to work fine. And then I'm going to give it a bit of a background. Okay. And then we're going to write the week number. Again, we're going to write it on a new layer, and I want to write it with white. And for this, I'm going to choose my print letters brush, and we are on week 23 now. Alright, so we're going to write it like that. Cool. Now I'm finished with this. Now I'm going to merge the layers. So there's two ways of doing it. You can either sort of pinch zoom them like this, which doesn't always work that well. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to just go merge down again, and now they're all on one layer. And now you can see I can move it around any way I want, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to write the week number as well. Yep, I got the right brush. So it's the 6th of June today. So I'm going to go 6th June until the 12th of June 2016. Cool. And merge that. Oh, it's already merged. Good. Didn't choose a new layer. That's cool. Alright, we're going to make a new layer now, and what we're going to do now is embellish the weekdays a little bit. Now, I know that some of you start the week on a Sunday, and it's not a problem. You can actually move all of these things around, and you can do that by selecting your template layer and then this little cutting tool here, and then you can highlight the part that you would like to move like this, choose the arrow, and then you can just move it around any way you want. Okay, I'm going to undo it because I like it this way. And alright, choose new layer, and then we are going to choose our planer brushes, and you can see I've got a whole lot here, and you can get all of those from my website if you like. And the first thing is I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to make it this pink color. Alright, now this is quite big, but because we've chosen a separate layer, I can resize it and make it fit here. Alright, like so. Yeah, I like it. And now you can see the text is actually behind the color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this to the bottom of the stack, and now it's in front. Alright, so now we're going to repeat all of this for all of the weekdays, and the easiest way to do it is you just duplicate the layer 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool, and then we'll move them. So now this is actually not too hard. So what I'll do is I select the layer, and then down here you can see this magnetic symbol, and if you activate this, it means that when you move your layer, it'll restrain it to the vertical or horizontal axis like this. So it's really easy to move things without losing your vertical axis. So we're going to just do this for every layer. Move them like this, and the next one. Next one. And the last one. Right, and now I also want to change the colors. So the easiest way to do that is to lock the alpha channels of all of these layers like this. Top one's fine, we don't want to change it. And then you change the color, and then you click fill, which you've seen, it's maybe not that visible, but it's changed the color. So change the next one, choose a new color, and then go fill. Next one, change the color and fill. The next one, change the color and fill. And the last one, choose this color and fill. Cool. And then we're going to write the week numbers. And again, for this, I recommend that you make new layers. So I'm going to make a new layer now here, and that's going to go with this one there. And then I'm going to write the day, which is 6th of June, and merge, and new layer. So this one's going to go with this one, which is 7. Now see, it's not quite in the center, but it's easy, I can just move it a bit. And I'm going to turn my magnetic off to position it easier like this. Cool. And merge, and new layer. And that one merges with this one, and new layer. And center it. New layer. And the last one. Cool. All right. So let's see what we have. Good start. We've got all our days sorted now. So the next thing we're going to do is create some nice headings here. And of course we are going to start with a new layer. And we're going to choose one of our cool little banners. So the first one I want to use is this one. And I want it to be, let's see, I want it to be pink. Okay. And I'm going to move it into place. And this one is going to be my diary, and I'm going to write with the white color with my print letters brush. So the brushes, you can use any one that you like. I like the print letters one because it gives it a bit of a watercolor feel with a tiny bit of transparency. So now this is going to be my diary. Okay, and we'll center this. So if you think it's not, it's a bit too transparent, what you can do, you can duplicate the layer like this, and then it becomes quite a bit more opaque. And we merge it, and we merge it again. Okay, alrighty. So now we're going to do another one, and just because it's fun, we're actually going to choose a new one, a new banner style, and I like this one as well. And slightly different color. Alright, and it's a little bit big here for this box, so I can actually just make it a bit smaller like this. Okay, now it fits, and then another layer, change the color to white and change my brush. And this is my to-do list. Center it, and we'll merge it, new layer, and then the last one is for my training log. So we are going to choose, let's see, this one, and this is too big as well, so I can just shrink it a little bit, and now it fits. And this one is going to be, again, print letters brush, and then we're going to put the label on it. New layer, yes, cool. Alright, and then we'll center it, and now you can see we've got our little headings here. Cool. Alright, now that's good. Now let's go on this side here, and you can see here I've got a little grid to track my water intake, and let's just start. I'll just show you how it works and which icons I like to use for this. Let's choose a different color just because it's fun, and we go and let's see what we have. We've got all these different drinks icons. So of course on a Monday morning, which is today, I'm having coffee. Now we're going to create a new layer to start with, and I've actually already had 3 cups of coffee. I know it's bad, but you know, it's a good start to Monday morning, I think. And then later on I'm probably going to drink some tea, so I'm going to track my tea as well. And then tomorrow, let's see, I think tomorrow I should start with a big pot of tea, so I'm going to put that near big pot, and then I should drink some water. So let's see, we've got these cute little water icons, and so this is how you can keep track of your drinks. Now, one of the things I was going to mention is that sometimes these icons actually are the wrong way around, and you can see here how they're sideways. So what you can do, for example, I think this one is the wrong way around. So if we write with it, see how it's not correct. So to fix that, you can click on it and then go to your sources tab, and then you can actually just rotate it like this. So now I believe it should be the right way around, and yes, it is. So I don't know why, but for some reason sometimes they just turn themselves around, and but you can easily fix it by just turning them back yourself. And now we've got some other cool little icons. For example, we've got some wine on a Friday. Of course, I'm going to have some wine, and then we've got champagne. Maybe on Saturday I'm going to have some champagne. Oops. See, this one's the wrong way round again. What we can do is turn it round. Okay. Oh, it's huge. Okay, we'll make it a bit smaller. So you can just change the size here like that, and then it becomes a bit smaller. And then for the guys, of course, or you know, if you like beers. I don't really like beer too much, but we've got beer here as well. I think I need to turn it round, and let's see, on a Sunday afternoon we're going to have some beers. And this is how you can fill in, you know, your little drinks tracker. Right, let's see, I'm just going to show you the other icons we have. So we have coffee to go, which looks like this. And we have soft drink, which is this one. And then we have also cocktail, which is the wrong way around again. Yep. So this one I need to change. There you go. Lots of different drinks that you can track with these cute little icons. Right now, tracking sleep. So this is pretty simple. What I do with this one, I'm choosing a round dot brush, which is here. So this is just a circle, and the way this works is you can use the hard round brush, and then in the general section, if you change this to use stamp preview like this, it's just going to give you a dot. And let's see, and then you can change the size of the dot as well. So if you move this up and down, you can sort of see the dot size. Right, so Monday last night I slept good. I slept 8 hours. So make a dot here, and then during the week I just track my sleep, and I make a dot like this. Saturday and Sunday I like to sleep in a little bit longer like this. and then how to connect the dots. So what we're going to do is we choose the hard round brush, and then you can just connect them like this, and it doesn't matter if it's a bit wobbly. So this is actually quite neat. So you just connect it even like those, hold it down until it becomes straight, and then you let go, and this is how you create a straight line. So draw it, hold it, and you can see here now I can actually drag it along like this, and it's always a straight line. So I just connect all the dots, and I can wobble as much as I like, and it doesn't matter. It's really cool. And like this. And there we go. Alright, now for the notes, I want to create a bit of a nicer heading instead of this one. So we're going to create a new layer, and we'll choose a cute little banner for this. And I quite like using, let's see, I like using this one, and I like purple. Right, and then we move it in place. And since we've got this banner here, we don't really need all the lines. So now what we can do with the template, we choose the template layer, and we're just going to erase the lines that we don't want, because we already have the heading like this. So I'm going to erase it, and I want to write my own little notes here. So we're going to create a new layer, and I'm going to write it with white again with my print letters brush, and then I can write it here. Center it. Alright, and there you have it, my little iPad journal. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on Instagram under @iPadLettering, or on my website, which is iPadLettering.com. There's a contact form there where you can get hold of me, and I'm usually quite good at answering any questions you have. Yeah, and just have fun. Until next time.